What is up, guys, and welcome back once again to another episode of the EpiGP journey here on F125 MyTeam. We arrive off the back of some very challenging rounds in both Brazil and Qatar. For whatever reason, the car was performing really well in the first half of the season, and we just seem to be falling away at the back end of this one. You see there we've got P10 and P14 with Juan Manuel Correa and Zach O'Sullivan in the driver standings respectively, 49 points to 16. That puts us firmly in P6 in the team standings. This was all achieved in the sort of first half of the season. You see there, that's how we've been getting on so far. So only 16 rounds in the seasons that we're doing in this series, and yeah, we've picked up a good couple of results. Austria and Belgium being the best of those, with a P3 and a P2 with Juan Manuel. Zach O'Sullivan picking up the team's first points in Saudi Arabia right at the start of the season, and he's been bringing in the points every now and then. But yeah, now we are starting to struggle. The other teams have kicked it up a notch with their development and are kind of leaving us for dead at the moment. We take a minute to sort out our activities. Basically, we take the standard approach of just trying to maximize morale and resource point generation. In a desperate attempt to just try and bring ourselves back into some form of competitiveness here in the dying breaths of the season. Yeah, we head over to engineering then, and we are now going to start working on our aerodynamics. We've put a lot of time into drag reduction as well as weight reduction. In previous games, these were like the most OP areas of improvement. It seems this year it's changed. That's not necessarily the area you need to focus on at the moment. Back to more sort of long-looking programs, our driver lineup for next year. We were originally talking to Paul Aaron. We have already signed our drivers for next season, so we kind of left him by the wayside. And as a result, Paul Aaron has had to look elsewhere and has been signed by Alpine for next season. So we will see him on the grid. Will he make an impact, or will he just fade into obscurity? That is for us to find out next season. Back into the engineering department then. We head over to development this time, and we're just still working to save these upgrades that we've already done on the car that are getting reset by the regulation changes, right? And then, thankfully, I mean, we actually get some supplier upgrades for the engine as well. So Mercedes finally coming in clutch a little bit and bringing us some good upgrades. But you see, we are dropping down the order in the vehicle performance comparison at the moment. We were above Alpine, I think, at one point. We just seem to be falling back. And you see there, we have a development fail, so we're just going to put that back on the car. It's just the engine cover weight reduction upgrade. So yeah, we've got about 7 days. I don't think they're going to come on in time for this race, unfortunately. So yeah, that is a shame. We then head over, we get a power unit upgrade with those cylinder heads, and that's being researched right now. Back in the CEO's chair, then obviously we're now looking at spending our owner XP, and we take the upgrade there. We won't be able to get that on until next round. There's just not enough time in the calendar between now and Qatar, so unfortunately it's not really happening. Same with this rear wing upper flap upgrade that we have now successfully researched. We are unfortunately not able to get it on in time for Qatar, so no real upgrades for this round, guys. You see, we've climbed up a little bit between sort of Qatar and Brazil, but I expect that line to stay flat once we get to Qatar. But you see, like I said, we are sort of dropping away, and the lead teams are really putting the work in at the moment to research. So yeah, it's getting a bit dire, guys. But we're going to go ahead and head to the race weekend now. We're going to be driving as Juan Manuel Correa, and I'm going to hand you over to that now.
Qatar is still relatively new to the F1 calendar. Teams will be desperate, therefore, to get some good data here in free practice.
The only time we want to be tweaking is with the setup. Alright, we failed that first lap. It is what it is. But yeah, this track is one of my favorites to drive because it's just so... It just flows so nicely. Well, except for that bit. But we ignore that bit. That didn't happen. Crazy, so weird. Must be a weird sound glitch. Yeah, exactly. Sort your shit out, EA.
Complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
We don't have a lot of practice time for this round, so I need to make the most of it. Oh yeah, still slidey. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stiffen up the rear suspension. That was an awful lap. You know what, we're just gonna box. I'm not even finishing this lap. The setup feels good now because I'm able to push the car even on extremely second-hand tyres.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Alright, let's go to sprint qualifying.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Yeah, baby! Crap.
It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar, a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Right, I am definitely dropping frames on this. And what about the turbocharger? 5 minutes. Let's do that. 10 minutes. Ah, we've just absolutely nerfed ourselves. All right, we're starting from the back of the grid, guys. I thought it was like, oh, 5 minutes is the longest repair time. Yeah. We've nerfed ourselves there. We may as well take a whole new component then. Why not? I mean, we may as well just throw this this engine on, to be fair. Skip repair time. We're just not going to qualify. We're going to be at the back for the sprint, but hopefully it means that we're able to compete in the actual race.
That's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend, so we'll see you all tomorrow.
God damn, Zach O'Sullivan P12. Man is fighting for a job next season. He beat Lando Norris. What is going on? Any shock exits, actually? Nah, pretty much the usual suspects on everything.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. So we're back here in Losail, and this is the track map. 3.34 miles, 16 turns, and just one DRS zone out of turn 16. It's already a fast and flowing track after all. There's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS, though, through the long straight and into turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Antonelli, Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda and Hamilton, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Sainz and Alex Albon, Piastri, Ocon, Pierre Gasly and Stroll, Behrman, O'Sullivan, Liam Lawson and Nico Hulkenberg, Doohan, Hadjar, Bortoletto and Juan Manuel Correa rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula One, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Back of the grid's not what we're aiming for. See if you can make up a few places at the start.
Yeah, cheers for that, Mark. That's generally the plan. Bro just got called short. Anthony Davidson's been taking L's in that commentary box all season, to be fair, from Crofty. Crofty throwing shade all the time. What we're going to do now, though, firstly, is, we're going to stick the helmet on, and we're going to choose our strat. The soft tyre is not the way to go, so let's go ahead and switch that. It says it's going to be 2 seconds slower. I beg to differ. I think with 10 laps, we're going to be able to put a bit of a push in at the end of the race, because we're going to be on much better tyres than the AI. Alright guys, let's start on the sprint.
No rain expected for the time being.
Well, the tyres are still stone cold. I've done exactly 0 to warm them up. So it's going to be a bit dodgy at the start, but we're going to see what we can do. Alright, here we go. Sprint race at Qatar. Starting from the back. Let's see what we can do. Bit of a slow reaction for us there. We're just going to let the carnage unfold ahead of us. Alright, let's go. Ah, that was a stupid warning to get. Alright, tyres getting up to temp, we're good.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
God, they are leaving us for dead on the straight. Ah, we got another warning there. I thought we got away with that. Alright, they will start falling back towards us, lap on lap here, as their tyres wear out faster than ours. Yeah, we're starting to close in now. This is good. We've already got a bit of an advantage now. They're still going to absolutely disappear on the straights. But in the corners, we can start reeling them in. Oh yeah, we should be able to make a move on Lawson soon. The problem is the AI just gets such a good drive out of every corner. You can't really, like, set anything up. You have to really work at it. That's a really stupid mistake.
We've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Well, we're finishing last.
It looks like we might have an issue. Hang in there. We're attempting to manage it.
Well, Hulkenberg's also having an issue.
The track is clear. Green flag.
I think my issue is one of skill.
I can confirm it's an issue with our engine, I'm afraid.
You say that, we're still racing.
So the issue seems to be fixed, but we'll keep monitoring it from our end.
Roger. Go on, Zach, have him. Or just back out and lose the position, I guess. I'll piss off with your 3 seconds. This race is a write-off anyway.
Behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well
this
done.
is ridiculous. Like, the AI straight line speed needs sorting, man. I need more turning. We're just understeering out, and it's a massive problem because it's just costing us more and more positions. Piastri out then. He was having a huge problem with qualifying anyway. Fantastic. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna retire. We are going to retire.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Yeah, just to save the what we can on the engines, because that was just ridiculous. We are heavily under on fuel anyway. The AI
so with
just...
the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying. And of course, the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.
Shut up, Crofty. Yeah, we'll save what we can on the engine, basically, and we'll, we need to do some tweaks to the setup, I think. I'm gonna see if I can tweak something with the setup. There's something going on here. In dirty air, we're screwed.
It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar. A high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Maybe we are just running too high a wing. I don't know about the rest of it. We're just gonna have to hope for the best, basically. There's nothing more we can do. All right, here we go. I'm hoping we should make it through to Q2. All right, P5 for now. Wedged between Sainz and Lawson. P10 at the minute. We're ahead of Piastri. Piastri's really struggling in the second half of this season. Zach O'Sullivan, 3/10 clear. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Let's fast forward a bit until there's about 4 minutes left. You know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it. Where do we end up? Where do we end up? Yeah, P11. Alright, we make it through to Q2, guys. So does Oscar Piastri, but not by a whole lot. Zach O'Sullivan P18, that's a shame. But, yeah, pretty much the usual suspects out in Q1. Right, let's go. Ah, poor last corner. P7 for now.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Yeah, we definitely need to get back to the pits and go again. I didn't maximize... Well, I just didn't get the battery usage all that right. Okay, here we go. Final attempt to Q2. Okay, let's save a bit of battery for later on in the lap. And we... So we go P11. That... I don't understand where we lost all our time. That... God damn it, man. What is happening to me? Alright, well... At the moment we're P11, so we're out of Q1... Yeah, we're out of qualifying regardless. But... Let's see if people outdo us. Jesus, Alex Albon then into P6. Any shock exits? Obviously, Carlos Sainz getting outdone. As Williams are quite fast these days, so I'm surprised at that. But otherwise, again, pretty much as expected, to be fair. Gasly into the top 10. We missed out by... Okay, we missed out by about 4/10. We weren't going to get that anyway.
Welcome back to Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit, a track that has a long history for two-wheeled motorsport action. But tonight it's the four wheels of F1 that are back, and Lewis Hamilton going for another win here. We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Antonelli, Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Albon. Piastri, Correa, Fernando Alonso, and Esteban Ocon. Tsunoda, Hamilton.
How are we P8?
Lance Stroll, and O'Sullivan. Behrman, Gasly, Gabriel Bortoletto, and Nico Hülkenberg. Lawson, Doohan, Hadjar, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula 1, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I mean, holy grid penalty, Batman. We've gone from P12 to P8. Our teammate has gone from P18 to P14, I think he's starting. So great grid positions for the Abbey GP guys. But yeah, a lot of grid penalties then. Most notably, both Williams with a grid penalty. So, you know, you never know. You never know. If we get a good result, might be able to take the fight back to them. That's what? No, right. Okay. I can't take a set of softs 10 laps. That's just not on. That's not on the cards, Big Chief. This is a very thirsty track. I did notice that, so I'm gonna go a bit over on the fuel. Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna run quite low, but it means that I can pretty much box whenever I need to box for the softs. So we're gonna do that. That's how we're gonna get around this issue. So we're gonna do the medium stint, and then we're gonna switch to hards. Let's do it. We're committing. Helmet on! Alright. Let's try and get some heat in the tyres, get a better start than we did last time. We have more to lose here.
Look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected.
I do want to see what everyone else is starting. Oh, that's a big mix of strategies. No one going for the hards, though. Zach O'Sullivan behind us going on the softs. This could get a bit spicy, you know? There's a big mix. Let's see what we can do. That's about all we can manage in terms of heating. Car's going to want to spin to the right.
Decent parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out.
Alright, PA on the grid.
Okay,
we
so
retired in the
rest of the
sprint.
grid's forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
5 red lights at Qatar. Let's see what we can do. Can we get points? We need some good luck. Whoa! Two McLarens nearly came together there. Alright, we block off Alonso. There's carnage up ahead. Come on, can we sneak a position here, maybe? Yeah. Yes, we can. We'll catch Lando napping a little bit there. That's a big fight up ahead with one of the Ferraris. I don't know which Red Bull that was involving either. Alright, we're up to temp on the tyres. Let's get cracking. George Russell, oh my god, look at the Mercedes! They're cracked!
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Mercedes might be running away with this one. Alright, currently cracking on in P7. This is good. We might let Lando make a move in a second, see if we can get DRS on him. Ah, he's going to get DRS on us. We didn't plan that out at all. Whoa, a little bit of a twitch there. Box him in. Alright, we force Alonso out wide a little bit. Let's back to P8. Lando was not waiting around there. Ah, come on. What am I supposed to do against this?
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Alright, Sonoda behind us. I think Charles Leclerc might win the championship, you know? This race, because Max isn't getting that big of a gap on him. I think Charles only has to score, like, 3 points to win the title here. Oh man, we've absolutely balked it on the setup. The car is just way too low to the ground. We're bottoming out in every corner. Stay at that straight line speed, man. Yeah, we are. We're just bottoming out on every single bump on the corners. That's what's pushing us wide. Really, Lewis? Get out of it. I'm just gonna try and knock me away. That's what you get. Bit ugly defending, but that's what we're doing now. My position. That train behind us is ridiculous as well, by the way. Look at the state of it. Once again, he backs out of it. We might be safe on this next straight.
Time.
Okay, again, I'm not being funny. 8 tenths. 8 tenths they gained on me. How is that even remotely balanced? I'm 8 seconds behind Alonso. He only passed me like 3 laps ago. What is going on with the car? Alright, they went side by side. This is good. You never know. We might be able to get a bit of breathing room now. Right, Hamilton, 7 tenths back. 3 tenths out of the corner. What is this? This is bullshit. How am I supposed to compete with this? Antonelli's out. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
But yeah, no, I'm sorry. This...
You only have to stop once now. 1 stop left.
The AI difficulty system, absolutely broken. Ah, come on. I'm driving like an idiot now as well, which isn't helping. All right, Zach's in the pits.
Let's overtake and burn off some of this energy.
All right, remember, we boxed so much earlier than them, and they are already out of the pits. That's our teammate. Right, looks like I am faster than Zach on this compound attire. So hopefully it's starting to come back to me now. Alright, we're trying as hard as we
keep an eye on
can.
that gap ahead, please. 13.6 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.8 seconds.
That Stroll passed us. Tell you what though, Zach O'Sullivan, P13. That's on merit too. Alright, we've got DRS, boys. I might have been crying a bit too hard too soon. You never know. Oh, we've got DRS again. I can't stay with Stroll. It's P11 for now. It's going to be P12 when Ocon gets us as well. But this is a testament to just how bad our ride height was.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds.
We are struggling a lot less now that we're running lighter than we were at the start of the race. So it's just the car bottoming out that's the big problem here. Hopefully it means we can get a bit more punchy towards the end of the race. Jesus!
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
I had to get on the anchors then. On the plus side, we get DRS now. That's why I let him through.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Gap to your teammate behind, 2.0 seconds.
Ah, that was stupid. Well, we're out of DRS, so off he goes, I guess.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
We're not boxing yet. This is wild, though. I don't understand how we got the setup so wrong.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Yeah, I don't think it's really going to make a difference, to be honest, Mark. Where the hell did Zach go? Oh, he's fallen back to 15th. Good God. Dumping battery the entire straight. And look at the state of this.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Nah, we're just going to go to the end and hope for the best. That's all we can do. Well, 8/10 the gap was out the corner to Gasly.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
All right. We'll save that lap. So we know we need to keep it at about 8/10 if we can. Alright, we got a very good run out of there.
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
Which is ridiculous. Oh, big old dive. Had to use all my battery to do it, though.
Keep pushing. We need to reduce the 5-second gap to the car ahead.
Yeah, all right, Mark. I'll get right on that, shall I? Oh my God, the Mercs are coming up to lap us.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.7 seconds.
Again, a little bit dodgy on the defending, but I made my one move and then moved back to the racing line.
Okay, blue flag conditions, create a gap and let the car behind through.
See if we can get a dose of DRS off this Merc.
Okay, gap ahead, 5.8 seconds.
I think we did, you know. We did. All right, nice. Merc's going to pull us forward. And we're on the final lap. That protects us from signs a bit. No points today, guys, but we hold on to P12. Hopefully, save for any big issues. Alright, give me an... Oh, it's George Russell wins. Oh, P12. It's where we qualified, I guess. Yeah, the AI absolutely cracked. I think, to be honest, for the final race of the season, we're going to turn that down. Yuki Tsunoda would driver of the day then. He must have come from quite far back.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers.
There you go, then.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell hustle. It's George Russell who wins.
No, Christ. Yeah, sticking the lab coat on to figure out where we went wrong.
Category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
Yeah, fair play to the Mercs. They are rapid right now.
And it's time for that special moment for our special three today. The podium awaits our top three finishers. By George, he was good today. The top step awaits for George Russell.
Yeah, fair play to the Mercs today. Holy crap, they were fast.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Oh, well, not the best weekend. I was hoping we'd be able to get some points, to be honest, but yeah, the AI are just absolutely cracked. There is absolutely nothing I could have done there. So there you go, guys. Another painful round. I mean, we finished a bit higher than we have in previous rounds, so that's something. But yeah, a lot of work to do on the car, and that retirement in the sprint not helpful for that at all. We need to really pull our fingers out. But that is the end of the episode, guys. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe as always. Leave your thoughts in the comments as well. You know, where we've gone wrong. But for now, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.